following show features stupid opinions and ideas from two idiot brothers who probably did little research and practiced zero due diligence on the topic at hand. The MLO Bros' opinions do not reflect the views of their employer, guests, sponsors, families, neighbors, or pets. If you do not like what they are saying and don't agree with their views or opinions, don't watch the show. We can promise we do not care. Welcome to the worst show on the internet.
Good evening. It's Luke doing a little pre-show before we have an MLO Bros talk back tonight. It's going to be Isaac and I talking later. Right now, we're going to talk to the Amvets. Does anybody know what an Amvet is? Does anybody know what they do? Does anybody know they have events coming up? You know, that kind of good stuff. So we're going to talk about that because honestly, other than veteran stuff, I don't really know. So we're going to learn about that tonight and for our pre-show. And then, like I said, at 8:30, we'll go live. So let's bring on Jan and Jim from the Amvets. Hello, how are you?
Hi, Luke. How are you?
Hi.
What's going on? Jan, I heard you were nervous. Is that true?
Not really, but I don't really know anything about your podcast. I no offense to you, but
Probably better that way, honestly.
But I have been thrown under the bus many times and come out okay. So
yeah, did Jim explain it to you? Was he like, there's these two weird brothers that cause all kinds of havoc, and did he say anything like that? No. Okay. So well, welcome to the show. What's that?
I said, but Frank did.
Frank did, and everybody hang out because we're gonna have a special cameo here from a guy named Frank here, real quick. So you got to hang out and watch here. So all right, so let's talk a little bit. Let's meet you guys. So let's start, ladies first. Jan, where are you from?
Originally, the West Coast. I was born in Oregon and raised in Washington State.
Beautiful. And how'd you end up in Ohio, Youngstown?
I spent 27 years in the Air Force, and I was temporary duty to Youngstown Air Reserve Station.
Well, there you go.
Met my husband at the Canfield Fair.
Oh, that is like a made-for-TV movie right there, isn't it?
Right there. We didn't live together for the first 3.5 years, and until we both retired. And he says, "Where do you want to live?" So I said, "I want to live in Youngstown because of the food."
Yeah. Oh, that'll get you right. Yeah, that's a good.
It's awesome. I have to say, and the people. This is the South. I was living in Georgia when we met, or Texas. Moved to Georgia, but the people here are more friendly than anybody in the South.
That's awesome.
So it's a good place.
That's amazing. I love it. I love it. And Jim, where are you from, sir?
I grew up right here in Struthers.
There you go. Graduate of Struthers. And you were military?
I was. I did 3 years active and like 10 years reserves.
Well, thank you guys both for your services. We appreciate that. That is something I don't think I could ever possibly do. And so thank you very much for your services. And we appreciate it. And people like you give the freedom of Isaac and I to say what we like on our podcast and post what we want on Facebook. So we appreciate that very, very much. We always very, very grateful to our veterans. So all right, so let's get into the Amvets a little bit. What the heck is an Amvet?
Amvets stands for American Veterans. It was an organization born out of World War II and akin to the American Legion, VFW. But our membership requirements are broader reaching. If you were, say, Jim was just in the reserve or the guard, he could still join. You don't have to serve during a wartime. We like to think of ourselves as the most inclusive veteran service organization out there. So we don't have as many requirements other than you served honorably, and you're welcome to join us. So
wow. So if you're a veteran, you can be in the Amvets.
Yes.
And what being in the Amvets does that entail, right? Because I know you guys do a ton of stuff for the community, right? So
we do a lot of community service stuff. Our motto is veterans serving veterans and their community. Obviously, we like to take care of veterans first, but there's so many avenues out there. We're in a neighborhood in Struthers.
Yeah.
We're in an old Baptist church. My mother's been here. She's now rolling over in her grave. But
Joey, did your mom go to that church?
yeah.
That's cool.
But it's. I mean, we're literally right in a neighborhood, and I love it that way.
Awesome.
It's not a loud place. It is tonight for some reason. Yeah. Normally it's very quiet in here, but it's a good organization. I had the opportunity to serve as Amvets National Commander 2019 through 2021. I got the COVID years.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. It was a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a lot of a challenge because we are based in Maryland, right outside of the District of Columbia, and they think they're in California. They're crazy,
Right.
and I don't care who knows it. We're looking to move out of there, but still, it was a good opportunity. I got an opportunity to travel a lot and visit with other AMVETs across the country. I testified before Congress 2 times on issues that we have, and once in person and once by Zoom.
Yeah, because of COVID, right?
Because of COVID.
There you go.
It was nobody else has done that, so it was cool. So,
and then how many members do you guys have at the
on the local level?
Would you say a post? What would you call it? A club? It's not a club, right? What is it? Is it post?
It's called a post.
A post? Okay.
It leaning towards military terms.
Yeah.
And the bar is called a canteen. But it's a neighborhood thing. We have about between 250 and 300 members here at our post.
Really?
And, now we don't see a lot of those, but my husband recruits everywhere. We have people all over the world that belong to this post.
Awesome.
To include a former astronaut and a couple of Joint Chiefs of Staff. So we make them join as life members. But it's a good organization. We're not as old as the other. We just celebrated our 75th anniversary. So we haven't been around as long as the American Legion or the VFW, but we have our place, and I think we have. I like to think we kind of had to push our way into Struthers because the VFW has been here forever,
right.
And not. I mean, we're good friends with them, and I played on their golf league this year.
Yeah, awesome.
So it's because we don't have one. But it's a good organization, and we try to take care of the community. So
awesome. Well, good. And Jim, what about you? How long have you been there for?
I got involved here right around COVID, so either 2020 or 2021. I can't remember. But
so you're kind of a newbie then, still, right?
I like to think of myself as a rising star, but yeah.
I guess it wouldn't really be a newbie anymore, would it? I mean, 2 years in, you're not a grizzled veteran, but you're a rising star. That's great. And what do you do, Jim, for the club?
Like in real life, or
well, at the club, or you go like give me an example. So if I'm a club member, all right, now I'll never be, because I'm not a veteran, but let's say there's veterans out there that aren't a member of the post, right? What can they expect to do as a member? Do they have to do stuff? Do you have to put in hours, or is it just be a club member or a post member and call it a day?
I mean, you'll get asked to do things, and I've gotten good at saying no. But a lot of the things that I get asked to do, I just want to do. They're good. It's hard to say no to being a good person. Okay. But we participated in the 4th of July, the parade in Struthers. Awesome. I've been part of the honor guard for as many as I can between the Memorial Day and the Veterans Day celebrations. between Struthers and the south side of Youngstown.
Yeah.
I mean, they realize people have lives, so you don't get inundated
Yeah.
with everything. But
Yeah.
they ask,
Awesome.
and you can say yes or say no.
There you go. Beautiful. And let's talk a little bit. So you guys have 2 events coming up, right?
Oh, we have several, but we're here to talk.
We're going to talk about 2 of them, right?
Yes.
All right. So let's talk about number 1, because this one is near and dear to my heart here.
Does that mean
Yes,
you're
sir.
entering?
What's that?
Does that mean you're entering?
I could, but again, you want to talk about busy things? I have too many freaking kids playing too many sports, man.
I feel you.
Brutal. Let's see here. So we got Chili Cook-Off, November 5th, 1 to 4 at the Amvets post.
Yes.
And let's see, join up as a kickoff our annual code, $10 to enter for the best year's bragging rights. So do you have anybody entered yet?
We have several people that have competed in both and have reached out and have said, hey, when's the next one? So we've had people asking about this pretty much since last year. And
Awesome.
We had people calling down to the post to register and ask more information, people reaching out on Facebook. Yeah, there's going to be a solid turnout.
Now, let's say, this is very important, Jim. I can't cook. Okay, let's say I can't cook. Can I come and taste test or anything? Or
Oh, absolutely.
We make everything, like, it's free to the public.
Yeah, now we're talking, Jan. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be down there with a spoon.
No ticket sales, nothing like that. Show up hungry, come taste. We have 2 different categories. We have judges. We have 3 celebrity judges, three that come in before the cook-off, just to make sure and test everything when it's perfect and everyone has it right where they want it,
Right.
and before anyone runs out. And then we have the People's Champ public voting that goes on for the entire thing. And
Awesome.
we'll wrap that up about 15, 20 minutes before the end. So about 3:30, 3:45, we'll wrap that up. But everyone that comes to the door gets 1 vote, and anybody that purchases for the basket raffle gets an additional vote. So anyone that enters and wants to stuff the box and their ballots and everything, you're welcome to. You just got to buy more tickets for the raffle.
Hey, there you go. Stuff the best stuff. Dude, that's a good moneymaker, man. You're buying votes. I like it.
Yep.
And then let's see here. So I have a question for you. Is there any real super hot chilies?
Yes.
Isaac and I had the Poland band earlier. Was it earlier? It was last. I didn't want to say it was fall last year, or it was spring last year. The Poland band, the drumline actually dared us. They said they were going to make us hot chili, and we had to try it. Okay, and it ended up being 1,000,000 Scoville, which is literally off the scale.
That's way
I
off.
feel like that's up in the atomic range.
It was past that. It was like ghost pepper. It was a pepper past the ghost pepper. It was so we tried it. I did it because I was like, okay, we're gonna do it. I'm not gonna get showed up by these kids. Literally, when they took it out, they had to take it with gloves because they didn't want to get it on their hand. I'm like, oh my god. So we ended up taking it. You can watch the films in our videos. I just about it was fine at first, and then after that, it was pure pain. Is the only way to describe it.
The very first chili cook-off we did here, my buddy just, for no reason, he wasn't challenged. He was just like, I'm gonna do this. Hi, Frank.
Hi, Frank.
Is that Frank Clinton?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god, man.
You got it hot.
Wow. The last time we had you on a podcast, Frank, you were in a bar. What are you doing tonight?
Lightning strikes twice.
What are you doing?
That's right.
Are you in a bar again, Frank?
No, sir, I'm not.
You're lying. Frank is now 2 for 2 coming on the envelope. He's in a bar. Bye, Frank. There you go. That's our cameo. Frank Bam sold another one. Oh my god, that guy. Okay. Anyways, so what were you saying about? Sorry, you got interrupted by.
So the very first one, my buddy, for no reason, he entered 2 chilies. One was his actual, I want to win. This is going to be good. And the other one, yep, that's him. 2.2 million. Yep.
2.2 million honchos.
Yeah, he claims. But but the entire morning during setup, I'm getting
Yeah.
pictures of him wearing gloves and staying away and
Yeah.
not taking himself.
I was a judge that year, and I was warned off by the other two judges. Just skip this one because you won't taste anything else.
Yeah, that is rough. Yeah, wait, Michael, is 2.2 million on Honcho. Is that like the same as a Scoville? I don't understand what a Honcho is. Is that like a Scoville? I'm not sure, if that's the same or not. Because we had something with Scovilles. Like I said, it's the thing. All I know is like when you go to Quaker Steak and Lube, it's like that list they have, and it's like so many different Scovilles.
Oh yeah.
So that's coming up again for those of you watching from home, and they can enter. You can go eat. That is, let's see that one more time. That is November 5th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Amvets Post. What road is that? That's
On Elm Street.
Elm Street.
Corner of 4th and Elm.
Yeah, kind of like
around the corner from the Elton.
Right, kind of right there. But then you guys also have another thing coming up, which I love too. So we have a veterans thing, and then we also have the coat drive.
Yes.
So you guys are just collecting coats?
Yeah, we did it last year, and we used the chili cook-off to close out the coat drive.
Okay.
And this year we just wanted to switch it around and see if it worked better or what with kicking it off with the chili cook-off. Last year we forgot for some odd reason to get a count, but we took at least 2 trips of cars packed with coats to the school. Awesome. And they asked if we had any more, they would gladly take them. So
is that for kids coats, adult coats, or any kind of coats?
Yes. If you have a new coat, we will gladly take it, and it'll find a good home here in Struthers.
Awesome. So it's got to be new, not used.
It should be new.
Yeah. They did take used ones last year, but it's always
better new.
Yeah, Well, we'll find a home for a used one, whether it goes to schools or we find somewhere to donate it to Amvets. Whatever we get, we will find a home for it. We had pajamas show up last year.
That's right.
We found a home for those as well.
It's kind of amazing to me when you talk about like coats and clothes, and because like I'm not rich, but we live well, right? And you know what I mean. And it's amazing to me because my wife's a teacher in Poland, right? And you think, oh, Poland, everybody's got all kinds of money, right? Kids in Poland don't have coats. Like we've literally had to go out and buy socks and coats and gloves and hats for my wife's kids because she's like, this poor kid. I was like, go right now and buy him a coat. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy thinking that in our little area, people don't have coats.
But I will say this about coming from the outside, that the Mahoning Valley is the most generous group of people I have ever met and seen. If someone, all I do is go to fundraisers, and they're always well attended, and people are always willing to help. It blows me away.
Awesome. Yeah. We have done, Jan, just to mimic that, we have done a couple different fundraisers on our podcast. Like there was a tragedy in Lowville where the kid took his life in the thing. And we literally went live, did a donation, like just a donation drive with us going live. We made like $5,000 in like one night. It's unbelievable. Like we all fight. There's no doubt. Like our community, it's like everywhere. Everybody will argue, everybody will get along. But when something happens, people get together. It is something definitely to be said about that. There's a community-minded area for sure.
We do in the spring. We do a sauce-off.
Yeah.
Another fundraiser. We provide pasta, and then we have people bring in spaghetti sauce.
No way.
We had 30 entries last year. About.
That was way too long ago. I can't remember.
I've slept since then. But to raise funds for a family whose house burned down here in Struthers last December, and we use the people that the firefighter, the first responders that were first on the scene. We use them as judges last year, and,
right?
But we had an excellent turnout for that. And,
awesome. I could probably show up for the spaghetti one too, because if it's spaghetti, I'll tell you this Italian, this half Italian or whatever I am, I'd be all over that for sure.
Yeah,
So
when we started putting that one together, I said I want to figure out whose grandma really does have the best recipe.
oh, that's a great because my grandma, man, I got my great grandma's cookbook in there, and I'm always making sauce out of there, and I can't quite get it quite the same. It's close, but I know grandma was definitely changing things when she was adding stuff to the sauce for sure. So all right, so Mike says, laugh out loud, Mike Honcho is the name it was entered under. Okay, that makes sense. And it was his chili was made with scorpion pepper, capsicum oils, and Carolina Reapers. Whoa. And then here's a good question. Where can you drop those coats off at?
Right now the only box that's up is at Amvets, but this one right here, it stays
Okay.
up all around. There are some in there already from after last year's coat drive ended. The ones that we have confirmed, actually, I guess what I'm taking liberties with, but at Amvets and Struthers City Hall.
Okay.
And we also have feelers out, and we have other businesses throughout the community that have said, yes, put one here. And we just got to figure out where exactly we are going to put them up. But all of that will come out on our Facebook page when that does happen.
And if you want to drop them off at Amvets, we are open after 4 Monday through Friday and afternoon on Saturday.
Okay.
Works out well. Drop them off during the day, take them to City Hall. If you don't want to drop them off during the day, bring them 2 blocks away to Amvets.
Go yell at Mayor Cat down at the City Hall while you drive by and drop some coats off. Go complain to her about stuff. And then awesome. So all right, well, great. Let's see here. So again, one more time, we're gonna double review, and we're gonna play this back too through the different days, and we'll keep posting until November 5th, and actually we'll do it. And then Jim, you know about our Facebook groups, man. Light those groups up, right? We have everything: Poland, Canfield, Struthers. I don't know if you know all the different groups we have, so feel free to post. We let all charity, all veteran organizations post for free on our site, so go crazy to get the word out on that. And let's go over this one more time, and then we got to get ready for our other show. So, all right, let's see here. So we got chili cook-off. That's not this weekend, but the following, right?
Correct.
Sunday, November 5th, 1 to 4 p.m. Amvets Post 44 down in Struthers. And then also the coat drive, which I think I'm going to see what we can do to help you guys out with some coats. I don't know if I can help with the chili, but we'll go buy some coats and drop some coats off for you guys. And that is Winter Coat Drive. And that is drop it off right now at Struthers Hall or the Amvets. And again, that's an awesome cause. And then, like you said, you guys have all kinds of things going on all year, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We have just for people out there on November 16th, we have a food giveaway. So if you're looking for the Saturday before Thanksgiving, we'll have a food giveaway start at 10 in the morning. And it's a drive-through. All we need is a name and an address.
Awesome.
So if somebody needs food for the holidays, and then we'll have another one 2 weeks before Christmas. So
awesome. All right. And again, post. Social media is a great way to go get the word out and kind of go from there. So, all right. So I got a couple other questions before we go. You guys rent that hall out too, right?
Yes, we do.
I was going to say, because I've been in there a couple different times. My in-laws are from Struthers. They're the Rams Bottoms down there. And,
they were just here, not this month.
I was there for a reunion literally a week ago. I forget what it was. So yeah, we rent the hall. It's actually, if you're at home, it's perfect for like a small little get together. There's a little bar. There's a pool table. Perfect. So
it's a fun place.
Yeah, it's a perfect place if you're looking to rent a place too. So So they're your neighbors. They're like kind of down the road and across the street.
Right across the street, actually.
Yeah. So awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Good luck on your chili cook-off. Good luck on your coat drive. Jim, hold me to it. I'm gonna go get you guys some coats. Isaac and I will donate some coats to you guys. We'll go down and we don't need any colors or anything, right? I can go in and get a whole bunch of coats for you.
Whatever coach you want. I'm part colorblind, so I won't even be able to tell.
All right, Dale. Well, Isaac is too, so you guys are going along great. He's actually red and colorblind, so it'll be perfect. So we'll get you guys some coats. I'll drop those off before December 10th next time I'm down in Struthers, and we'll hook you guys up. And good luck on everything. And like I said, post. And Jim, if you want me to share stuff, let me know. Send it over. I'll share these over the next couple of days too. to our followers and everything, and we'll get the word out. So, Jan, thank you very much for coming on.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you go kick Frank out of the bar?
No, we like Frank.
Go get him out of the bar. Go tell him I said toss him.
He's
So, all right.
Anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys have a good night. Thank you so much. And if you guys need anything from us, let us know. Like I said, I'll be dropping off some coats. So
Great. Good to see you.
all right.
Thanks
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. We'll see you guys later.
Take care.
All right. Bye.
Later.
I love stuff like that. I love organizations and charities that genuinely help. It's coats, it's food, it's fantastic. So good luck to them. And again, one more time, you got the chili cook-off, and then you also have the coat drive. Make sure to visit them and drop off coats. In 15 minutes, Isaac and I will be back with the talk back. We're going to talk about Nikki Frenchco. She's back. And we're also going to be talking about the traffic and construction and parking downtown and a couple other things. So come back in 15 minutes. All right. We'll see you guys. All right. Bye.